What is up, guys? Let's talk some more ABK, and let's also point out the fact that Microsoft over here isn't playing checkers. They be playing chess, and the FTC has fallen right into their hands, and Microsoft has forced them to make a decision that has completely accelerated the outcome of the ABK deal. We were supposed to wait until August for the FTC to have their little day in court with their administrative process with Microsoft. And well, they decided for whatever reason that they had to urgently file a preliminary injunction, which has actually just bit them in the ass. And the judge has completely denied the FTC what they have asked for, and we're going to have a little bit of fun today because we are about to get to the dramatic conclusion of the ABK deal. We are going to finally, once and for all, find out if Microsoft is able to own Activision or if this has all been for naught. So the FTC, with all its urgency, decided to rush into federal courts and file for a preliminary injunction because they suspected that Microsoft was going to close the deal with Activision as of Friday of this week, which would be the day this video comes out. And they really wanted to urgently get this blocked because they didn't want that to happen. And Microsoft and Activision both said, yes, let's do this. Let's go to court right now and let's close this whole thing out before July 18th, which was the deadline that we put in the agreement between Microsoft and Activision. And that's where the FTC decided to tell the judge, well, we don't really feel we need to hurry because the CMA is blocking the deal. So why is there this sense of urgency? We really shouldn't have to be urgent about it. Well, which one is it, FTC? Ms. Khan? Do you have to urgently block this deal? Meanwhile, it's not urgently imperative for them to close this deal? Come on now. Let's really think about what you just said. Well, the judge thought about it too, and she had the same conclusion, and she decided to say, guess what? Falling on deaf ears, we are going to expedite this whole process very quickly, and let's just say the FTC didn't really like that response. So with the demands of the FTC falling on deaf ears, the FTC has already shown that this case is not exactly going their way. With Microsoft and Activision both preparing their statements, the judge asked for both of those statements to be submitted to the courts as of by June 20th, end of the business day. So at this point, we're getting ready to see Microsoft actually release an initial statement as of June 16th, and then the FTC will follow up on the same day that Microsoft and Activision turn in their actual prepared statements on June 20th. And then the pre-evidentiary hearing will actually start on June 22nd. And then the very following day, on June 23rd, will be the actual start of the federal court hearing for the FTC to be allowed to get their preliminary injunction. If that preliminary injunction does take effect, if they get awarded that, the deal is over, it is quashed. But if the FTC does not succeed in getting the preliminary injunction, this deal looks like it is more than likely going to go through, and it's going to be a very interesting couple of days. Starting as of June 23rd, the court case was supposed to be a little bit longer than 5 days by Microsoft and Activision's request, but the judge decreed that the actual court case itself should take about 4.5 days, which would break down to about June 23rd, June 27th, and June 28th, and then finally ending about June 29th. So that means by the end of June, the answer will be given to us on whether or not Activision is going to become part of the Xbox studio of games, and we will be able to finally know what is going to happen. Is this deal going to be the biggest thing that we've seen in gaming yet, or is it also going to be the biggest flop ever? Like, was all this for naught? It is going to be a very, very kind of like nails on a chalkboard, butts glued to seats, watching, ready to see what's going to happen, because like literally we are watching history unfold right now. I'm not trying to over exaggerate that, but this is going to be one for the history books, no matter what. Either Microsoft is going to come out with Activision, or they are going to lose Activision, we will finally have some answers as of the end of June. Now, just so everybody knows, according to sources, there will be no live stream of the court proceedings. This is all going to happen behind closed doors. We are going to know barely anything as these proceedings take place, because literally they are not going to want to draw any conclusions that are going to escape out into the public. Though, of course, I am hoping for some leaks to come out during these proceedings, whether it's Microsoft or the FTC getting emotionally pissed off due to the proceedings not going their way. We can only stay tuned in and find out. For that information, as always, please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff YouTube likes to see down below. I will deliver all the information as I find out and it becomes available to me. As always, I do need to remind you to please explore my channel, check out my last video right here on the end card of this video. And as always, I need to just say, just remember to play the games you prefer on the platforms you love. I am Centurion 1307, and thank you for watching.